Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are flipping through and taking a look at the Essential Tarot, a 78 card deck with Guidebook by Chole Zarka Grinsnir. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. So full disclaimer, I have played around with this a little bit, and when I tried to do an unboxing video, it was in a weird order. So I thought, we're gonna play around with it first, and then I will put it into an order, you know, where all the major arcana is together and the minors are all together as well. So with that being said, this is published by Sterling Ethos, and it retails for $24.99 in the US and $37.50 in Canada. And as always, in the description box below, I will link where you can purchase this deck legitimately. I found this at Target of all places. I am so excited that Target is being more open with having tarot and witchy books on display on their shelves. So at least they are in my local Target. So I don't know about yours. I know you can purchase online from their store as well. So the Essential Tarot is a modern take on traditional tarot symbolism, representing a new look at the wisdom of the cards. Taking inspiration from costumes and myths from around the world and throughout history, artist Chole Zarka Grinsnir forms a fresh new language speaking to figures of power, mystery, love, and hope. This is a perfect deck to inspire creativity and clarity in your own life or to understand the lives of others. 78 cards and an introductory booklet are included. So there's the bottom. It's not magnetic like the Liminal 11. Look at that. Inside there, can you see? Oh, boop. So pretty. All right. So before we get into the deck, we're going to just take a peek at the guidebook so I can show you exactly what's included here. So we have some information, introduction on tarot, what the major arcana is about, and then it goes into the cards. And then we have the, where'd it go? Minor arcana, and then each of those suits, meanings, and then I don't think there were any spreads. Yeah, no spreads. But the guidebook is set up to where the suits are up front, and then you go into ace, 2, 3, etc. So just so you guys are aware of that. Sometimes that can be a little confusing. But look at the back here. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a little bit of a shine. It's not terribly shiny, so you can see there with the ring light. It is not a high gloss. And then the cardstock is actually quite thick. I don't know if you can see the thickness there, but I was shocked. So awesome with that. They do have borders, which doesn't throw me at all. I really love the softness of the color schemes here as well. I feel like it's almost simplified in a way. I love this High Priestess so much. The colors I feel are very modern. I feel like it's a little diluted in a way, so it's bright and vibrant, but it doesn't hurt your eyes. This reminds me of the Romeo and Juliet for some reason, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio. I think because he dresses up like that, right? It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I love this strength card so much. The art is really beautiful. It's a little minimalistic in a way. The costumes are really fun. This death card, so pretty. I love the very similar Lovers card here. It's like the same thing, like the other side of the coin or the other side of the mirror. So that was cool to see. I love little details like that that you may not register when you first are flipping through, or might not notice, and then bang, it just hits you. You're like, oh, that is creative. The star is beautiful. I like how in the sun there's not the baby. Sometimes the baby kind of freaks people out, kind of looks weird. So it's nice that that's kind of not there. Although there are people that are very much a stickler for the symbolism. So, you know, I understand if that's not your cup of tea. And I love her in this armor. It reminds me in video games, like when you find a piece of armor when you're out doing the RPG kind of thing. Is that what it's called? Anyway, you're exploring and like you pick up these little items and you accumulate them, and each one gives you like a plus point in some sort of way for like defense or for, you know, lifeline or creativity or whatever game you're playing. It like gives you points to level up. And that's the feel that I get here. Like she leveled up. She's at the end of the cycle. She's got everything she needs now. She leveled up. Hopefully that makes sense. So this is a good example of how pip decks don't have to be flat. They can still represent what the energy of the card means. Like it doesn't just have to be the cups. You can add the hands. You can see how some are tipped over and some are fully upright, you know. The symbolism is still there, just done in a different way. And with this, like you can see the growth. So while yes, this is considered a pip deck, I still feel like there's creativity done. It wasn't just a rush job, and it wasn't just like, oh, hi, here's some symbols either. It could still be a little difficult for beginners, just because sometimes you don't really know what the symbolism means. But as always, if you find yourself stuck, it's never a bad idea to find a reference book or a website that you trust, that you like to go on to help you with the symbolism and the meanings of each card. Very Gatsby here, and I'm here for it. In high school, that was like my favorite required reading, was The Great Gatsby. I mean, when you see this, it's like, ooh, luxury. Who lives behind that gate? What's behind it? And this is pretty too. I love all of the plants here as well. I think that was a nice touch. They keep the same, you know, I'll call them border of plants, but change the person. And I have to say, I love the diversity here. It's fantastic. It's very inclusive. You know, we have different body types. We have different skin tones, hair colors. It's fantastic. The clouds are so fun. Oh, he's got a little moon on his belt. I just noticed that. And our last suit here, we've got the wands. Very dynamic. This one's really cool too. It reminds me of the, I think it's the Three of Wands that's in the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krans. Similar. What we'll do after this is we will shuffle them, and then we will pull a card to read from the guidebook so you guys can get a feel for how that is. If you watch or have seen the, oh gosh, the Legends of Sleepy Hollow or the Headless Horseman, the really old Disney version cartoon, I think it's called The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Anyway, this looks almost like torn from that movie. I love it. It just reminds me of that movie. I don't know why. I think it's the colors and the costume. But I'm here for it. All right, so let's shuffle. Like I said, it's a thicker cardstock, so for me it's a little stiff to shuffle. It's not hard to do. Like the Modern Witch Tarot is a little bit stiffer than this, if that helps. And everybody shuffles differently. So there's that shuffle. And then this rifle kind of shuffle here that I love to do. Can I get a card, please? All right, so we are going to read for the Chariot here. Kind of interesting that they're both the same color. They're not like black and white. Okay, so the Chariot is a traveler. He appears to you as a symbol of success and victory. Now is the time to be determined and take control to accomplish what you desire. Just as the Chariot takes the reins, you need to harness your own willpower to achieve your goals, even if doing so takes you on a new journey. Reversed, the Chariot means you are no longer in the driver's seat. You are now watching as events spiral out of control. There is also a sense of ego being at work here, so it might be time to realize what you can and cannot change. The Chariot dates back to ancient Roman victory parades. For this reason, the figure on this card is dressed in a Roman military uniform. Because the Chariot is usually pictured with a sphinx, I drew horses here to tell a more cohesive story. Oh, that's interesting. All right, not all of them have a little blurb about the card artistry, but some do. So that's really cool to see. All right. So my take on it is I really like it. It might be challenging for beginners, but it's not impossible to work with. The cardstock is actually decent quality. It's thicker, so it might be harder to break them in. But I think it's beautifully done. I love the inclusivity. I love that some cards you can't tell the gender. I think that makes it really versatile. I think representation is important. So any deck that I see that has a lot of different representation in it is fantastic. So that being said, I think the guidebook is a great jumping off point. I think that if you need more information or more help in diving deeper into the card, that getting a great reference book, such as anything by Liz Dean, will help you immensely to really dive into the energy of each card, help you with the symbolism and help you with the meanings. But with that being said, I think the artwork is stunning. I think it's beautiful. It's a great price point. So I would love to know what your thoughts and opinions are down in the comment section below. Do you already own this deck? Is it something that you enjoy using? Or is this a hard pass for you? Let me know all of your thoughts down there. And don't forget to check out all of the links should you want to purchase it in the description box below. And while you're there, I do have a link tree that you can check out that has all of my social medias in there, as well as my Etsy shop where I do private readings. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.